Hey guys, American Trucker here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel. Go down, hit the like button, comment, got any questions or whatever, I'll try to answer them best I can. But basically, here's what I'm going to talk about for a brief second. One, I'm here at Greenfield, Indiana at the Planet Fitness parking lot, and I'm bobtailed in. But I started work this morning around 7:30 in the morning, 7:30 a.m. And I'll still be driving. I'll drive some more around midnight tonight. So if some people wonder how that works with the 14-hour clock, that's more than 14 hours, obviously. So let's say I start at 7:30 in the morning, 9:30 p.m. at night would be the end of my workday. If I just went 14 hours straight. So the way it works, I started driving at about 7:30 this morning. I got to my location, my drop-off location, about 3:30 or so, 15:30 for you. If you're at Prime or maybe some other places, we use military time. I use military time for 24 years throughout my military career, so it's no problem for me. But I try to make these videos to where if somebody doesn't know what military time is, 15:30 is 3:30 p.m. And that's when I got to my drop-off location. Well, my drop-off location and my pickup location were the same place. So I was dropping off one trailer, turning right around, picking up another trailer. Well, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I've been working since 7:30 a.m., 07:30, and I dropped off at 3:30, but my pickup is not going to be ready to around 11 to 12 tonight p.m. So what I did was at 3:30, I dropped off. I went into off-duty. Once I unhooked the trailer and everything, figured out what I was going to do, and then instead of switching back to on-duty to drive over here to Planet Fitness, I went into personal conveyance, right? Because I'm already at the place where I'm picking up. So I'm not going to the shipper or receiver, and I'm not leaving away from the shipper or receiver going to my destination. I'm just going to Planet Fitness, and I'm coming back to the place where I'm already at. So I'm allowed to use personal conveyance, and I'm going to the gym to work out, shower, so it's personal use. So anyways, I use personal conveyance, so it still continues to stay in off-duty time. So the off-duty time, once I dropped my trailer, figuring out what I was going to do, started the minute I started that off time. And then once I switched it over from off-duty to off-duty personal conveyance, it continues to stay in off-duty. It doesn't reset like it would if you put it in on-duty, or if you just started driving in a regular drive mode. So I put it in off-duty personal conveyance, drove over here to Planet Fitness, and then once I get here, I switch it straight from off-duty personal conveyance right back to off-duty. Now that's going to start keeping me in off-duty, and then it'll kind of pause my 14-hour clock if I do a 7-3 or 8-2 split. Now that's a whole nother video on a 7-3, 8-2 split, sleeper berth, all that. There's plenty of videos out there that probably could explain it better than I could, but it'll kind of pause that clock, and I'll be able to have more time whenever I complete at least 7 hours on this end, which I will do, or I could do 3 hours first, have some time, and then 7 hours on the back end. But here, it started basically around 3:30, and I'll be able to get 7 hours in before I have to go pick back up. Now, when I leave here at Planet Fitness about 11 p.m., 2300, I'll call just to make sure before I even move the truck to make sure my load is ready. If it's ready, I will use personal conveyance to go back to where I started from. I'll keep it, and that keeps it in off-duty that entire time as well. So until I leave the place where I originally started from, all that off-duty time, all that personal conveyance, all that going to the gym and back to the shipper where I originally started, won't count against me on my drive time. And I'll receive so many hours back as long as I do a 7-hour or 8-hour on the front end, which I'll do. And then some of that time, hopefully once I get done with the gym, I'll shower, come back in the truck. I'll stay here at Planet Fitness, like I said, wait for 11 o'clock to roll around, hopefully get some sleep, which is what you need to be doing during that time on the sleeper berth, and resting up, and then I'll pick up at midnight, and then I'll have some hours from there that kind of extend your day what it really does is kind of your days here, extend your day, but it kind of pauses it in the middle. That's kind of what it does. The APU is about to kick on, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not, but that's the gist of it. If you got any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll try to answer your questions. And make sure you're getting in the gym, make sure you're eating better, try not to snack as much, do a little bit of cardio, do as much as you can. Start off just doing a little bit of something. Park at Planet Fitness. This one in particular, you gotta look it up on Google Maps, but this one, that APU kicked on, so I don't know if you can hear me, but this one in particular is not very big, which is unusual, but when you get close to or in a big city, they usually get smaller and tighter as far as spaces, but a lot of them are just right off the interstate, and they have plenty of parking. This one you probably couldn't have got a trailer in, but if I would have got on Google Maps and looked at this Planet Fitness, if I had a trailer, like I said, I'm bobtail, but if I had a trailer, I would have looked at Google Maps and seen that there wasn't really enough room, too tight of space. I didn't want to get blocked in or something. But you can look around in the general area within walking distance of most Planet Fitnesses if you can't park there, and you can find somewhere close by to park and walk. Hopefully people are not saying, well, I want to go to the gym, but I want to park a half a mile away and have to walk. Well, you're going to the gym, so parking a half a mile away is no problem. You can walk, jog, whatever, you're there to get a workout. So even if you have to tote a small gym bag, it's not a big deal. Walk a half a mile. If you have to, park somewhere and then go get your workout in. Get you a free shower. It's not free, but you pay $10 a month, you know, to use these facilities. You can't beat that. That's one. Matter of fact, it costs more than $10 just for one shower at pretty much any truck stop. If you have to pay. Most times if you fuel, you don't have to, but anyways, if you got any comments, leave them below. If you want to see me make a video on something, I might do one on a sleeper berth, but I need to really take some notes and try to explain it as thorough as possible, because I know how to do it. It's just hard to put it in words. So if I explain something like that, what I like to do is give some examples. So I need to have that kind of written down, a little scripted better. I don't edit any of my videos, so a lot of these are just off the cuff. If I'm thinking about something, try to make a video to help you guys out. But look into the split sleeper, you know, and then watch several videos on that. And then sometimes you can get an idea of it, but when you actually get out here and do it, that's when I really understood it. I'm kind of more of a hands-on person. And then also look into personal conveyance. Now, Prime is my first company that I work for, and I hear that not all companies have personal conveyance. So luckily here we do, and I use it quite a bit. I just don't abuse it, and that can be abused, and it stays on your logs. I want to say for at least 8 days. If you get pulled over by DOT, they can look back. I want to say 8 days. Somebody correct me in the comments if that's wrong, and then see if you use personal conveyance at any point in time, and then they can start going into detail if it looks like you're using personal conveyance, which is off time, to actually transport loads and you know, extend your day outside of the rules that they allow you to. You know, personal conveyance is for personal stuff. Personal conveyance has nothing to do with fueling the truck, loading, unloading the truck, going from point A to point B as far as your drop off or your pickup. It's just for going to get food, for shopping, going to the gym, things like that. So it doesn't count against you if you use it correctly, but if you use it incorrectly, especially if you're trying to use it incorrectly on purpose, DOT sees that all the time. And here at Prime, if you abuse it, they'll take it away from you in a heartbeat. I mean, they get fined for stuff like that, and it just doesn't look good on the company as a whole. But look some videos up on personal conveyance if your company has it, know how to use it, know the rules behind it, and also look at split sleeper berth or split sleeper, whatever it's actually called. That's hard to grasp, hard to understand, but look that up, and then subscribe to my channel. You know my motto: you don't quit when you're tired, you stop when you're finished. American Trucker, I'm out.